the stuff we've got now goes here. Custom e-brake goes there. TV, seat. I don't know what the seat is. Maybe it's in the car. Yeah.
So we take this to events and it's compact. It's cool. Get it all set up. Move one of them. Granny drive.
Cusco! Get some stickers. We're gonna do it slowly.
Ooh.
Oh, stickers.
It started in Japan.
It started in Japan.
And it's gonna end in Melbourne. Oh, how sick is that?
Sweet. So, they've got these here, extra little outlets, different cooling unit. Yeah. If you want to go to that extent, but we're not that hardcore, so. Do you lift? Do you lift?
Oh man, that is sick. MZ Cusco, two-way, full drift differential.
Full drift diff.
Drift diff.
Oh yeah, baby.
We take bets on how long it will take us to blow it.
Nah, you're not blow this. The car will blow up before this stuff does.
What's up guys, it's us. It's your monkeys, Ben, Billy and Lockie, back with another Fortnightly Devlog.
Oh yeah.
We got someone new on the couch this week. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Arran. I basically own Grease Monkey Games, and we're trying to make a game, basically.
Big boss man.
Telling everybody what to do and
Everyone kind of knows what they're doing, but we're just running out of time, so
Yeah.
I just keep poking them about getting stuff done.
So last fortnight we've had a lot of changes in the game in regards to UI. We've had Dan, the UI man, come in, doing a lot of UI stuff. A lot of stores and panels have changed just to make the whole UX feel a bit nicer and a bit more user friendly.
Always a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it always happens right at the
And
end.
it changes constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly changing. It's like we lock into one thing and then it just changes
Yeah.
again and again.
And then we change the design of the game.
Yep.
We change
Feature change
the UI,
always
yeah.
changes, everything for the UI.
Yeah. Also, we've been doing a lot with the events, which is the online multiplayer. So they're a pretty core part of the game, so we're getting those locked down. And we've made a few changes to our production and like how we share out tasks and stuff.
Yeah,
but
we're
we'll
going to
talk
go
about
over
that a bit.
the multiplayer. We're going to do a bit of a showing of how that works.
We've also made we've finally finalised the design of our sponsorship tree and our sponsorship system. That system is basically going to serve as the player progression throughout the game. So as you do certain tasks and certain things within the game, you collect new sponsors, and those new sponsors will give you specific things relevant to them or relevant to those tasks, and creates a wide sense of variety for the game. So having that kind of finalised and now set in stone and progressing more on actually implementing that in the game has been happening the past week, and that's been really good.
Real sponsors. Yep. So these are all real brands, brands that you know, brands that you love, and
And they can do cool stuff. Like you get a tire sponsor, they can give you a million tires every day.
Every day.
Of all your drifting needs.
Yeah.
Cool stuff like that.
Which is obviously not enough, really.
No,
No
probably
idea.
go through a million.
Yeah.
Every corner you got to change them out.
Yeah.
And we've had a few deliveries too. We got, what was it, Type MZ, Cusco, two-way diff.
Yep.
With
that's
the
gone
matching-
in.
It's gone in today.
It's gone into the diff housing.
Mm.
So now we've got to install the diff into the BRZ.
To the BRZ, which we'll be showing at a later date as well.
Which
as well as
we'll be
the-
doing this weekend. It should be in there for the next devlog video.
Yeah. And the SIL 180 has
Yes.
also had a...
It's going for a tune. It's going to a tune down at the Chasers Auto Group in West Melbourne, I think it is, in 2 days.
We just put the new TPS in it because
because that was broken, or it wasn't working it wasn't doing what it's supposed
it was
to do.
failing at the
Yeah.
high end.
Yeah, so at high end revs, it was just cutting out. The sensor just wasn't keeping the throttle open.
Not
and
that
it was
we've
just
gone that high for that.
No, I think we've gone
from the trailer.
20 Ks, yeah, from the trailer to the house.
Drifted,
Half
yeah.
a K total.
We also bought a sim setup,
Simulation
a simulation
seat.
setup. With hope of transitioning into doing PC and console after the mobile release, we want to get the force feedback right in the steering wheel and offer steering wheel support for people on PC. So this is a good way, not only for us to test it, but also to have a fun way for us to get virtual drifting, so we can just drift all the time. Yeah, we just want one.
Also, it's for events too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we've got Motor EX coming up.
Yeah.
Motor X.
Motor X.
Weekend after.
Yeah, in
So,
2 weeks' time.
so I think we'll have something there. Either console controllers, maybe that. I don't know. We'll see.
It's pretty compact and everything. As
Yeah.
well. We're also later in this. We're going to be drawing the T-shirt winner. So to win one of these, we'll draw
Dev
that.
T-shirt winner.
Dev T-shirt.
Yeah.
Super T-shirt.
So we're gonna go over some of the events now. Ben, you're probably the best person to chat about this.
So the guys are gonna send it in a sick event real quick.
Sick event.
This is the like live online multiplayer where you'll get matched up against someone around your ranking and go into a 1v1 battle. True drifting tournament style.
So I'm gonna drive Jonathan Castro.
And I'm going to drive Mad Mike's MX-5.
Yeah. So.
So we'll have heaps of events going, like rotating through different tracks and game modes.
So
Fresh.
we both lay down a lead run. So make sure I don't cook this. Oh, that was actually good. Surprised myself.
Missed the clip, but you know,
Missed the
it
clip.
was alright.
So you wanna lay down the best run as you can. Oh, that was close.
I think if you talk at the same time, it's harder.
It
Yeah,
is
it
much
is.
harder.
So yeah, the leads just drift in the track as well as you can, and then they'll both chase each other's lead after that. Billy's going pretty good here.
Try not to cook it at the last second. Get out to these clips. Got 'em.
Oh man,
This is a full track, which can be pretty tricky because if you cook it once.
Oh,
Oh, he lost the drift.
God.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
pretty nice anyway.
let's see how Lockie did. So I don't know. Lockie just did his lead run as well. Now I chase his lead, so I have no idea what he's done, which is kind of scary, just judging from his expressions.
You want to
All
get
right.
in close for the mad door dive points, the mad tandem points, but yeah, it's always a risk if they cook it. You don't want to slam your car into them.
We'll chase down Mad Mike with it. Let's see. Sunday.
Not the best proximity here, but bringing it in close, following up into the second.
He straight lined it. That should be it. Should be a 0. Oh, Lockie. I'll just follow you into the barrier there.
Yeah, sorry mate.
Where's the grass as well?
Full driving.
Every time.
Even proximity, even though he's scraping the wall. Let's see what he does here. Oh,
He's too daring, getting too close to those walls.
trying my best. Is he going to come up behind me?
Billy's got this one for sure.
Just add that at the end. There you go. So, that was only just chaseable.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad? It was bad. Wasn't that bad?
Here we go. We got the summary to show lead score, chase score, close call distance, average close call, door dive, all that stuff, and it's broken down into whoever wins that for the lead and the chase, and then you get points based on that. You can also go back into the replay mode, and I can actually play my whole chase again. There'll be options there to share different spots to Facebook and Instagram and all that.
It also has multiple camera views at which you can watch that replay in. Slow motion.
I can go into cinematic, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, which we have a bunch of.
we don't want to see that.
For each track, we have cameras set up along the track, and the cinematic camera option basically pans between them and shows little snippets of the cameras as they track the drivers, and you can actually create some pretty cool videos out of it.
So if your mate absolutely cooks it, you just like capture that bit and post it on their Facebook wall.
Yeah. Or if you do a really awesome run, or there's doing a really good tandem run with your friends, it enables players to basically, I guess, showcase that as best as they can.
Yeah, so this is events. So basically you do these, you'll level up, get XP, get money so you can buy and upgrade your car. This is all ranked as well, isn't it, Ben? So
personal wins will gain rank and the loser will lose some.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you should always verse people that have about the same rank as you, and you can work your way up through the grassroots, through the pro seasons, unlock some more events and stuff.
Slowly, all the way just to become DK, the drift king.
And driving all the top cars. Obviously, we've got Jonathan Castro, we've got Mad Mike, we've got Alec Conadell. There's heaps of people signing up. There's going to be more and more as we go. So it's really exciting. Ben, we've had a lot of changes in the way tasks are completed and stuff. You want to whip out the board.
Show and tell.
Show and tell.
We got something new.
So it's basically coming up to the end of wanting to get release out. And having having so many cool things we want to do, we realized we should probably put times to those and decide how much we're going to get done and what exactly we want to get done before that. And this just helps us keep on track. We've tried a lot of digital stuff.
We still have digital running, but this is just more, just something physical that you can look at and talk to other people about. And it's also nice to.
It's just so easy to shut down, Trello in your browser and just not look at it.
Yeah.
But this is just in your face, always, constantly in the background.
Yeah.
And what I've said before is it's so easy to add tasks into Trello that you start just swamping it, and then people just think they get used to being I'll do all these ones later. And then suddenly there's too many to look at, and you just stop looking at it, and you're just working out of your head.
Yeah.
So
There is also something to be said about having a physical thing that you touch. It feels so much better. You talk about feedback in a game and how important it is to have the player getting something back from an action they're doing, and removing a task from it being complete or to be done to reviewed and then finished it gives you a great sense of reward just doing that.
Seeing the board starting to clear.
Yeah, great accomplishment.
Although this is only 1 out of 2 boards.
Yeah.
The other one's a super secret board with other info on it.
You also seem to be adding more stuff than we're taking away.
Yeah. Adding smaller tasks.
They're bugs. They're all bugs. It's all adding bugs. Don't
And
worry.
everything we add is something getting added to the game. So it's never a negative or fixing something.
Yeah,
or
it's good for OU, but
Yeah.
it just takes its time.
We have some people sitting at the back going, "Oh shit, not the board."
Yeah.
Where's polish for days? Where's that? Is that on?
That's on the other board.
It's on the
super
It's on the secret board, Billy.
There's a lot of big ones in there, but
It'll be done.
come July,
Yeah.
it's gonna be done.
When we're not even gonna move the board across, we're just gonna leave these blank, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be oh
Look how good we
Or
are.
there'll be a couple of things left across there, and we'll be like, "Ooh,
Well, hopefully not.
Tuck that
it's
away.
working good."
It's working. It's better, I think.
It is much better.
Yeah.
Also having a clear direction and a clear, sprint milestones put in place has definitely been something that I think the whole team in general has grouped around, and has definitely made us more focused and directed.
Release is pretty soon, but still a couple of months in your mind seems like a long way away, and there's so many tasks that it's kind of overwhelming. But when you break it into 2 weeks and there's only 5 tasks a week or whatever, it's easy to see that and be like, oh, so that's what this is a chunk of progress.
And top of that as well, the team's getting closer and closer together. We're all getting to know each other even better, and off the back of the America trip as well, we're all finding what parts of each other and probably ourselves as well that we work better in, not only but communication with each other, but skills and all sorts of things like that. So I think we're starting to see it all kind of come together at the same time in these last couple of months.
Oh.
Whatever.
I'm going to edit that to make it sound really bad.
Alright, we actually, last day vlog we mentioned we want you to ask us questions so we can answer them. We got one on Instagram, actually. Well, we got two, but...
A real one.
A real one. Yeah, this one. I don't know what car he drives, but it's a real person.
Yeah, you have to tell us your car.
Yeah. Otherwise, in future, your question won't be used.
Yeah.
And your car quality will prioritise the answers. Yeah.
This one's by Victor Page. I don't know his Instagram handle, but he said, what can we expect from customization in terms of tuning? Can we do body kits, camber, toe, angle, brakes, brake bias, etc.?
Yes.
Basically, yes.
And more.
Yeah.
Think
full physics.
Yeah. Think of every suspension possibility or setting that you would have in a real car. We have in the game for you to tweak. A lot of engine statistics and a lot of engine like power output and
inertia.
And tweaks to your rev limiter and
so there's like 12 different parts that you can swap out all the time, and each of them has like 4 stats, and then every couple of weeks we're like, we should have this other part as well.
We've also got
add it to the board
on top of what we're I think now we've finally got our finalized group of parts and stats for release.
Wow.
But at the same time, well, yeah,
I've heard that before.
It's 98% done, but we also have a secondary list for post-release of things that we want to. We want this to be something that players can go through every part of a car and figure out how and which way it affects it and which way it can make their car faster, better, more accurate to themselves or what they want or
to their driving style.
Yeah, their driving style.
I don't know. I think it's also important that we stress it's not a simulation game. We're not making project cars we're not making this. It's going to be fun first. If you don't care about tuning, you can still play and you can still drift.
Yeah.
It's just for the people that really get into it and they want to change their driving style, then they have the ability to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And these are all real parts. These what we're talking about before. These are all. So if you want to change, you have more adjustability, your camber or your toe or whatnot. Not the toe, but for camber, you go buy new coils or whatnot. And buy real parts. They're not just made up ones. They're like legit.
That might affect it. Yeah, it's stuff that's all born from proper research, and that's going to tie into their companies through the sponsorship, things like that as well. So if you do have WiseFab, and you need they make an angle kit and putting their actual kit on the car and on those kinds of things. So it's all relatable. It all makes sense. It's all real,
and it all changes the way the car handles a lot.
A lot.
So,
And like Arran said, like if you don't want to worry about that, you can just jump in. The cars are set up, ready to go. But if you want to dial into your driving style, you can do that also.
Yeah. If you really get into it, you can mess your car up pretty bad. But
pretty bad. Yeah.
You can just hit the reset.
There'll be a
button,
reset.
Yeah. Just like you can in real life. Don't know what you're doing, you can break the whole thing.
You just take it to someone else and go fix it.
Yeah. So hopefully people will start to share their setups with each other and start to like certain brands, and which is all about establishing brand relationships and stuff.
I think we'll encourage that a lot as well. I think we'll really push to have like a setup social. That where people can share their builds and photos of their builds and stuff like that, and be great if it's community run as well. But see.
We had another daunted question, but it's not on here actually. I don't know why for that.
It's fake.
It was
no. This one is also real.
Question by a lot of people that are saying when it's out. So
please stop asking that question. It'll be out. Making games is hard. We want it out as soon as we can. Please note that if we rush it out and it's a bag of shit, then you guys are going to complain at us as well. So we'll try and put out the best thing that we can do in the time, with the least amount of bugs and be the most fun. I don't know, you can't say if I put a date on it, we'll miss that date. So it'll be out. I don't know.
End of the year.
It'll be out.
End of the year.
If it's not, everyone's out of a job. It's fine.
Yes.
I'll release it by myself.
Long before that, we also want to start doing some closed betas. So if you're on the socials and stuff, we'll be putting some info out about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, ask your friends. We need 1,000 people for the beta, open beta. So, yeah, just connect your friends and you can start playing against each other.
By that stage as well, we will have the drivers on playing within the beta as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Alec and
Yeah.
Mike are playing now, so...
Yeah, Alec Honadell from the FD circuit and Mad Mike Woodette, who's kind of from
Di's playing it
the
a lot
world
too.
circuit. and Daijiro Yoshihara as well from FD. They're all currently playing, so...
Dean Kearney's
Dean
also
Kearney
playing
as
as
well,
well.
yeah.
These guys are playing.
Everybody's
Top
playing.
dogs.
I love it.
So they will be playing, and as a big push, we've always told fans and people getting involved in the game that you can play against the drivers and the professional drift drivers. So there'll be a big push with that as well from us to show when and where they may be playing, so that you guys can get amongst it and play with them as well. So.
Yeah. Next devlog, we're actually going to go over the customization garage, the tuning options and whatnot. So, for all you guys interested in that, we'll be going over that. And yeah, next 2 weeks we've got a local event through Vic Drift.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, next week.
We're chucking some footage of that.
It's getting bigger here in Victoria. I mean, last round they had 1,500 spectators, which has been quite a big step up from events they've had previously. So. The sport's showing some growth even here in Victoria, which is great. So
Australia.
in Australia. Yeah, so you'll see some videos of that. We're going to also do some footage of the tune happening at Chases, and maybe us put the diff in, and and putting stuff on trailers and seeing how ridiculously low and hard and difficult it is to own cars and do stuff with them.
And filming how loud the C80 is.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Obnoxiously loud.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should we draw this puppy? Aaron, you want to do the honours?
Sure. Come on, man.
This is an original shirt, one of 20.
Jeff Dibben from South Australia.
Congratulations, Jeff.
There was no drum roll leading
Yeah.
up to afterwards.
Keep that shirt, man. It'll be worth a lot.
Yeah.
We'll contact you to get your size and stuff like that to make sure that we get you the right size.
As long as it's not medium.
Yes, as long as
And we'll sign it and lick
yeah,
it.
we'll sign it. Yeah.
So we're going to do something similar this week? Or?
Don't know.
Not enough shirts.
Yeah.
We'll have more stuff.
Yeah, well,
On
we're gonna have
another week's.
stickers and like
Hats
awesome,
Hats, I want hats.
awesome
and
hats,
hoodies.
all the merch. So there'll be more giveaways, more stuff
Mm.
for you to do. Like our page, share our Instagram. I think we do that. Like our Instagram, share our Facebook page. Just like
Share this
put us
video.
everywhere. Share our video. Yeah. Let us know what you like, what you dislike from these videos. Obviously, we haven't done this stuff before, so
Yeah.
let us know what we're doing wrong in the most nicest way possible.
No, be as brutal
Be
as you
brutal,
can.
I
Do
get
it. Do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just don't ask when it's going to be released.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only
You can
plastic.
do that now.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you
start
can say-
ignoring
No,
it.
everyone's
Everyone's
gonna-
everyone's just gonna ask it. They'll be like, "Who's it coming? Who's it coming?" It's gonna be the running.
Every
It's gonna be the
time
running
you
joke.
If they ask it, I'll be like, I'll add a month.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. See you next time.